Hello everybody. At the moment we're looking out from the upper room over Highworth. Unfortunately, due to the restrictions at the moment, we can't film outside. And so here's some shots of the market square. 12 years ago this Friday, this place that's empty at the moment was totally filled, packed with people. Over 3,000 people from a population of 8,500 people in Highworth had turned up to witness the church's passion play. Over 3,000 people. Getting on to almost 40% of the population hearing the message about Jesus Christ. This place heaving with people. It was an incredible production. It birthed out of prayer and a vision to make Jesus known, to talk about and share with people the wonder of the cross and the resurrection. It was a huge collaboration. It brought the churches together like never before. And that week I know there was lots of miracles. It was before my time here. But today, this week, the market square will be empty. So whilst the Passion Play was an incredible success, not only did people come, but people really enjoyed it. There was great press coverage, and it brought a great rise of prayer and unity within the church. It didn't achieve, or at that time, the results weren't what was hoped for and what was expected. People had sacrificed, people had given their time and money and energy and gift, that the many would find saving faith in Jesus Christ, that the many would receive mercy. And at that time, as far as we know, it didn't happen. During this week, during Holy Week, as Jesus was in Jerusalem, as tensions were rising, as he was being challenged by the Sadducees and the Pharisees, teachers of the law, as he was being questioned, as then he challenged back and prophesied. Amidst all of that, as he was approaching his ultimate success and sacrifice, Jesus cried out in Matthew 23. He says, "Jerusalem, Jerusalem, how I have longed to gather you as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, but you were not willing." Jesus wanted something, was working hard for something, and yet people's unwillingness prevented them finding mercy, finding grace. Jesus knew what it was to be disappointed, knew what it was to see his longings not happen. I think as we approach Easter, as we look back, I don't believe that all that effort and all that energy was in vain. Just in the same way that in the midst of Holy Week, what Jesus was doing and saying then, although it seemed like nobody was interested, it seemed like actually people were rising up and resisting. We know that Easter came, we know that resurrection came. And I believe that from 12 years ago, all that went on matters today. And so today I want to encourage us afresh, challenge us afresh to pray. We probably heard famous verses in 2 Chronicles 7:14. Verses about what it is we as God's people do in times of crisis when we look around us and the world's going the wrong way. A call to engage with God. Those verses say, "If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, pray, turn from their wickedness, seek my face, then I'll come, I'll heal their land, I'll forgive their sin. I believe that's where we're at. And I think for many of us, the challenge of this day is, are we going to let what is happening around us make our lives small? So easily I've found myself focusing on me and mine. So easily with isolation, with the fact we can't even stand outside and record, can make my life so little and tiny, and I can just then feel isolated or separate from what is going on. But I believe now, more than ever, guys, we've got to cry out to God. We've got to cry out to Him. We've got to seek His face. We've got to repent of our wickedness. Let God search us, try our hearts, that we can turn to Him, and that He would turn to us, and that He would heal our land. I know all of you have compassion, and I know all of you really want to see the hundreds and the thousands know what we know, that we're free, that we've been taken from darkness into light, that we have a hope and a future, that we have a God with us every day, that we are loved with an everlasting love. If you were disappointed, maybe reappoint seeking His face. God bless you, and look forward to this weekend and believing afresh for our nation the power of the cross will impact it in Jesus' name.
We've come to join the song so long before our lives, to raise our voice